Yo, YouTube, what's up with y'all, man? It's your boy Elijah B, and I'm back at y'all with a brand new video. And y'all already know what the drill is. Like, comment, and subscribe down below, because y'all already know what kind of time it is, man. It's 10:30 at nighttime. I'm about to get into it. I'm actually about to go on a rant. And so for most of my videos, I normally talk about one specific or one main topic, but that's not what I'm going to do in this video. I'm just gonna be ranting about random things and all that. I don't know. I don't really know where to start at, to be honest with you. But actually, I got something I'm gonna start with. So something that I'm very fucking pissed off about is how society constantly attacks the poor and less fortunate. How the poor and less fortunate always have to receive blatant disrespect, animosity, unsolicited attacks, and blatant disrespect. Like I'm really fucking sick and tired of this shit. You really I don't know. It's like you always hear like these rich and successful higher ups or these upper middle class people or these fucking elites or these fucking celebrities or all these fucking people who they made it to the top and now they think that everyone and everything is beneath them because they made it to the top and that, oh, if you're not where they're at in life, then you're fucking lazy. Like, shut your bitch ass up, nigga. Like, some of y'all didn't have to go through the shit that the poor and less fortunate people had to go through. Y'all didn't have to go through being rejected, ignored, being fucking ostracized, and y'all just didn't have to go through the emotional struggle, the mental struggle. Well, some of you guys. Well, let's be real. We all have to go through. Everybody has to go through has to go through it. Everybody has to. But then it's like these rich motherfuckers or people who were successful or people who made it. They act like they act like they're just better than everybody. Like, weren't these people broke at one point in their life or another? Weren't these people struggling? Weren't these people down bad on their ass with nothing? And now these little bitch ass hoe ass niggas want to sit here and talk shit for other people for not having what they don't have. Like, some people have to struggle. Some people got to go through hell. And something I want to add to this topic as well is that you have people who glorify and justify unnecessary suffering and struggling. That's very stupid. That's very dumb as hell. Okay, so let's talk about suffering and struggling and dumbass niggas who justify the bullshit. So when it comes to suffering and struggling, to a certain extent, suffering and struggling is normal to a certain extent, but it's just like struggling too much and suffering too much isn't normal. And most of the time when you see people glorifying struggling and suffering, you'll mainly see like rich people, successful people, millionaires, billionaires, celebrities, models, whatever. Like, basically people who are successful and people who are at the top socially, or at the top of the social status food chain, whatever you want to call it, right? Now, these people who suffered and struggled, now these are the people, they won in the end. They got the happy ending they wanted. But what about the homeless people? What about the people who live in poverty, the ghetto, people who live in the trenches, people who are mentally ill, people who are physically ill? But you'll never hear these niggas, bitch. You'll never hear these niggas.
Oh, I had to suffer and struggle. Oh, I made it. You gotta suffer and struggle, man.
No, you'll never hear that shit. But then you have these stupid dumb fucks, these stupid dumb poor and less fortunate fuckers who want to talk down on other poor and less fortunate people because they don't want to suffer and struggle. But then these are the niggas who bitch and cry about suffering and struggling and being poor their damn selves. Like, it's only the people who only got something in the end, or people who made it out, or people who got what they truly wanted in the end, or got the happy ending that they wanted. They can glorify suffering and struggling because they got something out of it. But what about a vast majority of people who don't really gain nothing out of it? You'll never hear me brag about suffering and struggling. You'll never hear me being happy about suffering and struggling. Hell fucking no. And then, like, it's sad that it's sad that, like, niggas got to get up 5 days a week and you got to go, and niggas got to work, like, what, 40, 60, 80 hours, and they're still struggling and suffering. That's actually sad as fuck, man. That's actually, like, I don't get it. And I don't get how these older generations can bitch and cry and run their fucking mouths all goddamn day.
Well, nobody wants to work anymore. Oh, you have an attitude. Just watch your tone.
Oh yeah, but then when the next generation complains, if Gen Z complains, if Gen Alpha complains, if Gen Beta complains, then it's a fucking problem. Then they have an attitude, then they're selfish, or they need to lose their attitude and calm down and be grateful and pipe down, and they have an attitude problem. But then it's like when these old motherfuckers complain, when these OGs bitch and complain, then it's perfectly okay and nobody can bat a fucking eye at them, but let the younger generation do it. And then I'm fucking sick and tired of these OGs and all these old heads.
Oh, back in the day this. Oh, back in the day that.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, back in the day this. Back in the day that. Shut the fuck up. Back in the day this. Oh, back in the day that. I don't give a fuck what you did back in the day. No one gives a fuck about back in the day. And how come every fucking time, like, people from my generation get into an argument with these older generations, they always want to bring up some old back in the day bullshit. Like, no one gives a fuck about back in the day, nigga. How are you comparing some struggle that you mid to late 1900s to what we're going through in today's modern society? Like, it's 2025, bruh. Like, whatever you went through back in the day doesn't mean shit compared to today. But yeah. It's like, I don't know. It's like we live in a society where we live in a society where like where it's like, I don't know. And then it's like the people at the top think that, oh, they're above everyone and everything because they made it out. And then it's like, not everyone is going to make it out. Not everyone is going to get the chances and opportunities that they got. Not everyone has the exact same opportunities. Not everyone has the exact same life. Not everybody gets the exact same like blessings or whatever you want to call it. And then another thing I want to speak on real quick, or another thing I want to rant on real fast is fucking I want to talk about religion, bro. I don't know. I stopped like I'm not gonna say I'm an atheist, but I don't really fuck with religion or really mess with religion like that no more. I don't know. I feel like it's pointless trying to like. I mean, think about it. Like, I just don't see how God is real. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, from my point of view and my perspective, look at the way the world is. Look at how fucked up people. Look at how fucked up the world is. Look how messed up it is. Like poverty, crime, world hunger, human trafficking, homelessness, crime, fatherless homes, and all this shit. Like, God, Allah, whatever God you worship, He doesn't give a fuck about you. Like God, like that's why they like God's children, because God's children, like God doesn't give a fuck about His children. His children have your own children. His children have to. I don't even know. God's so-called children got to pay to exist. A vast majority of His children have to suffer, while only a small percentage of them get to live up and get to live their best life. And then heaven or hell isn't real, because I'm gonna tell y'all a quick little story, right? So I'm a type 1 diabetic and all that, and I remember this one time when my blood sugar was low and all that, and I had a seizure, and I basically almost died in my sleep and all that, and I had a seizure in my sleep and all that, but I didn't notice that I had a seizure and all that, and I didn't, and when I had died and I had checked out or whatever, I didn't see heaven, I didn't see hell, I didn't see no light, because like whenever people have near death experiences, they're like, oh, don't walk towards the light. I didn't see a light. My near death experience, my shit was pitch fucking black. I didn't see a damn thing. And then I didn't see hell. I didn't see anything at all. Everything was just pitch black. So that proves that Jesus, God, or none of these religions are fucking real. Like once you die, it's just pitch black. Like once you die or have a near-death experience, it's pitch black. If you wake up or you happen to wake back up, then you just got lucky, bro. It's not real. Like, and then it's like I'm getting sick of it to the point where like a lot of people want to dick suck God or Jesus Christ. Like some man isn't coming out of the sky to fucking save you. Like people have been dicks. It's like like a vast majority of people have been dick sucking Jesus Christ their whole fucking lives, and yet their lives have been fucking dysfunctional, miserable, and terrible, and their lives seem to progressively and be slowly getting worse. And that's not me trying to be negative or being pessimistic. That's just me being realistic. It is. And in my opinion, heaven and hell exist on earth. It's heaven for the rich, the wealthy, the upper middle class, the porn stars, the models, the Instagram models, OnlyFans girls, successful streamers, YouTubers, athletes, male, masculine men who are porn stars, comedians, entertainers, basically like for the celebrities and like all those things I named. It's heaven for those people, but then it's damn near hell for everybody else. It's hell for unattractive people, physically ill people, mentally ill people, mentally disabled people, physically disabled people, people who have to work wage slaves, people who are in prison and jail, veterans who come home from wars with PTSD. It's hell for people. It's hell for people like them. I don't understand how people. I don't understand how people can. How most vast majority of people can live in hell and can be grateful for it. Like, like, how long have you been dick sucking Jesus Christ, and yet you're stuck in the exact same position? God does not love you. God doesn't give a fuck about you. He doesn't. And then we live in. And then explain to me how God exists and how Allah or whatever God you believe in, for anyone who comes across or watches this video. Explain to me explain to me how God exists, but then we live in a world where society, the world, and women, my bad, especially women, all these people reward evil but punish the good people. Women, they reward evil men but punish and reject, ignore, and ostracize good men. But they want to bitch and cry.
Where are all the good men at? Where are all the good men at?
They walk past. There's plenty of good men who walk past their dumbasses every single day, but since they're not attractive and they don't live up to all the standards that they live up to all these high ass standards that they probably have, then it's not gonna work. And I don't get how women can show off men like they're objects and get away with it with no problem, and no one says anything else. But when a man wants to show off a woman, then a man gets in trouble for it. I don't. That's some bullshit. And then when it comes down to relationships and all that, I don't really feel like a lot of women want a real relationship. It seems like women want like a slave, a servant, and a bitch ass lapdog. Like these females, they don't really want a real genuine relationship. They just want a bitch ass lapdog that they can show off to their friends and family and flex on everybody else and all that. But then society will say, oh, men treat women like objects. But then it's like, okay, but women do the exact same thing to men. And then this isn't me trying to bash on women or me trying to bitch and complain about women or whatever. But then it's like, I don't know. When it really comes down to it, now, like, what happened to the good old days when women were made out of sugar, spice, and everything nice? Like, nah, bro. These hoes are made out of fucking lard or some kind of seasoning that you would put on chicken, steak, or fish. Like, nah. These women are on some other shit, like Playboy Cardi. She on some other shit. She's on some other shit by Playboy Cardi. And then it's like nowadays they're Disney princesses, they're porn stars and thugs rolled all into one. And I bet I'm gonna stop sitting. I'm not gonna sit here and keep bashing on females and keep talking shit. I'm not going to. But then it's like yeah, I don't know how people can believe that God is real when the world is the way it is and how fucked up the world is. Like all the evil people get the love, the affection, the attention, the respect, the power, the money, the decent life, the somewhat happy ending that they wanted, the car and all that. But what does the good guy get? A bum ass job, a trade, a career. You gotta spend 5 days a week stuck in this one specific place just to make money. And then people think that, and then even my parents and my family members will be like,
oh, go get yourself in one of your moves.
But then it's like people have to use drugs, alcohol, mindless entertainment, and worldly possessions just to cope with the shit. Like, I don't get how these jobs are supposed to help you physically and mentally, but then it's like you see people who slave at these damn jobs, and they have all kinds of physical and mental health issues. Like being like overweight, obesity, high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, insomnia, poor diet, poor health, sleep apnea, the gout, erectile dysfunction, all other kinds of physical health issues. And then please don't get me started on the mental health issues. Let's get started on that. Anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, low self-confidence. I would say, here's a good one. Dry personality disorder. And for anybody who doesn't know what dry personality disorder is, pause the video right now and go on Wikipedia, or just go on Google, or go on any kind of search engine and type in the search bar dry personality disorder. This is why you see like a lot of men with like walking around depressed, emotionless. They show little to no emotion. They're very uptight. And even women hate that shit. Women don't find that hot, sexy, or attractive. Women don't want a dry ass nigga. Women don't like dry men who have no emotions and no personality and have little to no, you know what I'm saying, show little to no emotion in that. And it's like, people want to clap and praise for these jobs, and then they want to like look down on other people who don't want to work and all that, then make them feel like they're the problem and all that. But then it's like I'm not saying that these jobs like completely cause it, but then it's like these jobs, they contribute to some of these physical and mental health issues as well. And I'm sick and tired of fucking arguing and going back and forth with these fucking corporate cocksucking government gooch licking ass motherfuckers who want to protest and argue all day about how everybody should be wake up every single day and do what they got to do and be poor as fucking accept it and just be grateful for it. And then if they get upset with it, then they're the ones in the wrong for it. Like I'm sick and tired of it. And then what's the point of being a good guy if you can't even get no pussy or no buns or no females? Like what's the fucking point of it? What's the fucking point of playing the good guy if women are just gonna look at you and treat you like you're a piece of shit? Like it's fucking crazy how, like I said, like it's very fucking crazy how women will give these thugs, these pimps, these gangsters, these jailbirds, ex-convicts, murderers, and child molesters the fucking Disney princess, porn star, VIP treatment. But what does the good man get? What does the decent good guy get? The guy who stays out of the way, the person who harms nobody, the person who keeps to himself and at least tries to do the right thing. He tries his best, and what does he get? Rejected, ignored, and ostracized. And then it's fucking crazy how like some people can easily get women and they can do hardly at the bare fucking minimum. But then there's some niggas out there who you gotta go through this, you gotta go through that, you gotta go through hell and back just to get some fucking pussy. Like, bruh, shit's mad at fucking irritating. It's like you gotta go through a whole fucking Shrek movie. You gotta like remember the movie for anybody who remember the movie Shrek that came out like in the early 2000s. You gotta go through a whole fucking journey just to get some damn pussy, but yet this nigga can barely lift the fucking finger and get it. That's why I don't listen. Like when it comes to like dating, sex, and relationships, don't listen to these OGs and these older generations. Like don't fucking listen to these niggas. They still have their 1990s, 1980s, and 1970s ass mentality about every fucking thing. And then it's very funny how these OGs want to make fun and tease me for being a virgin and not getting any pussy, but then all these OG niggas, they're the one fucking all the young girls. These young girls are attracted to older men because they're more experienced. But then when it comes to getting pussy and when it comes to getting females, it's kind of like a job. It's like a job, right? And you know like how you go to like a job interview and all that, and they'll be like, oh, you don't have enough experience, so we won't hire you, or we don't want to hire you. But then it's like, okay, how am I supposed to gain experience if you're not going to at least train me or at least give me a chance or at least show me what I need to do to at least like have some kind of shot at it? Same thing with women. How are we supposed to have experience with women, or how are younger men supposed to have experience with women if they won't give us a chance, or if they won't like at least give us a shot or at least try to, you know what I'm saying? Like women treat good, decent men who do the right thing like they're the fucking devil. Like and then like I don't get it. Then like there's some good people out there who can play the good guy and they can actually get away with it. they can actually be good and decent people and they can get away with it. But then it's like okay, like let's say for example, like an attractive person like is a good decent person who doesn't harm anybody, and you know what I'm saying, not even a good person but a decent person, not like a soft pussy bitch ass nice guy, but more like a decent person, but he's still like, you know what I'm saying, he still has like that edge to him. And that's also another thing I want to go on, and that's another thing I want to speak on too. So, like I said in one of my videos, society is turning men into bitches, and this is why the dynamic between men and women is fucked up. This is why the bad guy wins with women, while the good guy gets nothing, because the good guy is seen as a bitch. The good guy is seen as a mark. Women see these evil and bad niggas as masculine and feminine and all that. They see them as masculine men. And you know how women get over masculine men. But in that, and then it's like, okay, like not everyone can play the bad guy. Not everybody can be the asshole. Not every man can play the bad boy. But let my ass try to play the bad boy. Let me try to let Elijah Burks try to be an asshole. If Elijah Burks tries to be an asshole, it'll just give women more excuses and give them more reasons and more negative reinforcement and more excuses that they can use to reject, ignore, and ostracize his ass. Elijah, he can't play the bad guy. He can't play the good guy. Because Elijah has realized that in order to play the bad guy or play the good guy, you gotta be attractive. And I'm not talking about, oh, only your family members tell you that you're handsome and attractive. And I don't get how someone can be handsome or attractive, but then they can't get no pussy, they can't get no cheeks, they can't get no buns, they can't get a blowjob, they can't get they can't get their semen swallowed, but yet these other niggas can. Nope, it's very crazy that I'm very fucking sick and tired of living in a fucking world where, oh, the evil gets rewarded where the good gets nothing. Like, being good doesn't get you shit. It doesn't get you any fucking thing. Niggas have been good their whole life and haven't really gone that far. Well, the bad guy has been bad his whole fucking life and he's gone that far. Like, it's crazy how society will defend, spoil, and coddle these little bitch ass niggas. Evil ass niggas. And it's very crazy that, like, society will coddle and spoil these niggas, but then no one wants to do anything for a good decent person. Nobody wants to do anything. Like, it's very crazy how niggas can go to and from jail and can live that lifestyle and they get coddled, they get praised for it, they get women and they get all this, but then you have virgins running around here who do the right thing. They get it every single day. They do the right thing. They don't harm nobody. They stay out the way. They do what they can. They at least try to put their best foot forward. And they at least try their best. And what do you get?
Oh, I'm busy. Oh, I have a boyfriend. Oh, you're handsome, but you look too young.
Like, what? And then I'm sick and tired of women in their fucking women in the fake ass shit they be saying and doing. Like, we're fucking sick and tired of the fucking backhanded ass compliments that y'all be giving out. Like, how is somebody handsome but yet they look too young? It's crazy that women in your own age group want to tell you that you're handsome but you look too young. Like, bitch, you're in my fucking age group. You look young too, but you'll see me complaining about it. I promise you, when you're ugly or you're less attractive, women will come up with the most dumbest reason or any fucking excuse they can to fucking reject your ass. Shit's irritating as fuck, dude, I swear. And it's crazy that some men have to meet hella requirements and have to go through hell and back just to get a girl, but then it's like other niggas can hardly do bare minimum or even, who knows, maybe even less than bare minimum, and they can still get a girl. It's crazy that all these dirty, stinky ass niggas and low and down bad ass niggas can get a girl, but nope, the good guy can't get anything. And then this is also a reason why this is why the male virginity is getting much worse. This is why the male virginity is skyrocketing. This is why you see a lot of gentlemen such as myself not really getting none like that. But then you see these not only the top percentage of men are only these Chad and Tyrone niggas getting it. Like my dad for example, he's a Chad and Tyrone. I'm not gonna get into that, whatever my dad has going on. That's not my business anyway, or your business for anybody who's watching this video. But I'm not even talking about him, but I know maybe like I only know people like that who are down bad as fuck, but there are definitely down people who are down bad as fuck and people who aren't doing good at life or aren't really where they need to be at, but then they still have women. I don't get it. Then they want to talk about confidence and personality and all that. Like, no, it's looks. Like these women don't give a fuck what job you work, how hard you work, how good you are, if you do the right thing or not. These hoes don't give a fuck if you do the right thing or not. They only care about whether you have it or not. They only care whether you're attractive or not. And if you're not attractive enough, you're not getting shit. And then it's hella crazy how some people can be disrespectful as fuck to women and can talk to women in a certain kind of way and get away with it, but then let my ass, let Elijah try to talk to a girl like that. Oh, he's a misogynist.
Oh, he's just mad because he doesn't get none. Oh, he's just mad because this and that.
Like it's just very crazy how like and then but I just want to go back to what I was talking about before. It's very fucking like annoying and very fucking disrespectful how society blatantly disrespects and insults and verbally beats down and berates the poor and less fortunate. Like how are you disrespecting the niggas that are contributing to the society that you live in? Like what the fuck? Like you got niggas getting up every single like you got niggas who get up damn every single day and still gotta suffer, who still gotta live in hell every fucking day. Then you got these older generations who will no matter how many these older generations like all these OGs and older men and older women who are in their 40s and their 50s and 60s who will dick suck their manager and they'll dick suck all their managers that they've ever had throughout their life and yet they'll still be stuck in broke. That's very funny. Yo, they dick suck and fuck all these managers and don't get shit out of it. Niggas will really tell you to, go to work and ask for more responsibilities. Yeah, sucking the manager's dick isn't gonna get you more money. You can suck off and swallow the manager as many times as you want to, but your dumbass isn't gonna get paid more, dummy. It's very funny how like you be working at these jobs and all that, and then you be having people who be dick sucking the manager. Like you be like these niggas be they be sucking that nigga off. Like they be sucking his shit. Pause. Like they'll suck the manager until he explodes. If you pause, no homo, ill. It's like no matter how much you suck them, no matter how good or how much you suck off your manager, you're still gonna be broke as fuck and you're still not gonna have shit. And you're still gonna be poor. And let's talk about these OG motherfuckers who think that going to work and going home is living a fucking life. Going to work and going home and still struggling and living like that every single day and being stuck like that's not a fucking life, you idiot. It's called living in a cycle. But then you have these middle-aged OGs and all these other niggas who want to run their fucking mouths and want to protest and fucking argue.
Oh, it's called living a life, man. All I do is work and go home.
Like, what? Nigga, you work damn every single day and all you can afford to do is work and go home? What? That's not living a fucking life. That's living in a cycle, you dumb fuck. But they love this shit, so there's nothing you can tell them. You can't protest and argue with these niggas. You can't. They love it. They love the struggle. They've probably been struggling since back in the day, so I guess struggling has become the new norm for them. And that actually reminds me, I remember I was on YouTube the other day and I saw this video called The Rise of the Working Poor and the Rise of the Working Homeless in the United States of America. That's like, what? That's crazy. It's crazy that people got to give up their life, their energy, their freedom, and their time just to be poor and still be struggling and homeless. And it's funny how older generations want to make jokes and they want to make jokes and they want to roast people for not having a job, but then it's like you're closer to being homeless than you will be to ever being rich or being where you personally want to be at in life. You get up every single day just to be stuck living in a fucking cycle. You've been living in a cycle for what? 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years just to still be stuck in the fucking cycle, and you want to flex and act like you did some shit. You want to like, what did you like? Are you rich? Are you personally want to be at where you want to be at in life? No, you just lived in a cycle for that many fucking years, and society makes you think that you did something when you really didn't. Like, I don't even know. And then it's like with this, then also this fucking man, this fucking hyperinflation shit too. Hyperinflation is making people's lives much more harder and much more complicated and much more difficult. It is. This is why you have people who have to probably who probably have to have roommates, or people who have to move back in with their mothers, or people who have to move back in with their siblings or their parents and all that. And then we all know how that shit's gonna go. The older generations are gonna talk shit to us and
Oh, you're just making excuses. Oh, you're being lazy.
like, nigga, you lived in the early, mid to late 1900s. You didn't live in an economy where everything was constantly getting more expensive. Like, I remember the good old days when you can have like what, like a handful of coins, or at least or you could at least have like $1, and that would get you like what, like a burger, some fries, and some head. But nowadays you can't get shit. And then like the prices constantly keep skyrocketing and skyrocketing. So then it's like when you have a job and all that shit, like the bills get more expensive, the rent gets more expensive, and everything gets more fucking expensive. And then it's like and then it's like the more the prices skyrocket and the more like you have to pay and all that, and the more harder shit gets, then it's like the more you got to drain yourself, the more life, energy, freedom, and time you got to give up for things to get worse and for things to get harder. And then it's like you're getting less and less of what you rightfully worked for, and you're supposed to be grateful for that. Like, what? That's you government gooch licking corporate cock sucking ass motherfuckers who are grateful for that bullshit. That's y'all motherfuckers. But me, nope, I'm not grateful. I'm not grateful for that. I'm not grateful. You have me fucked up if you think I'm about to sit here and be grateful for that bullshit. And then you have and then it's very funny how people like to talk shit about other people that are in a much similar predicament, or that are in a much similar like position that they're in and all that. And it's like, nigga, we're damn near in the exact same boat. So how can you talk shit about me when we're in the exact same situation and when we're both down bad and when we're both going through it? Another thing I want to rant on is like I want to rant about is health, like health and wellness. You live in a fucking society that it promotes it lies to you. Like society has lied to us. It's lied to like society has lied to millions of people. And maybe like and maybe a certain small percentage of people recognize all the truths and see all the truths and all that, and they see all the lies that society has told us and all that. But then you see a vast majority of these niggas who are delusional as fuck and overly positive and think that, and that's another thing. Actually, I'm gonna speak on that real quick. I can't stand overly positive ass motherfuckers. I really can't stand you overly positive, toxic, positive ass niggas. I can't. Now when it comes to positivity, I love positivity. Who doesn't love positivity? I like positive experiences. I like positive things. I like positive people. I like positive experiences. I like getting positive results. I like getting positive things in life. But it's these overly positive motherfuckers who think that positivity can help them, that it makes them they're I'm trying to think of the word. They think that being positive makes them untouchable. They think that being positive makes them invulnerable or whatever. Like at the end of the day, like if you can't face reality, if you can't face like the reality, or you can't face like the certain truth in certain situations, then you're just a bitch. You're just a pussy. You're just a female with a dick in between your legs. You're just a hoe ass nigga, bro. Like if you think that positivity is gonna save you from the truth and you're just delusional, then I just can't fucking stand you people like you, bro. I can't stand people like that. Like I like positivity, but I can't I'm honest. I'm realistic. I'm not positive to the point where I'm unrealistic, and I think that positivity is gonna protect me from bad things and all that. Like this is the real adult world, and it's like these overly positive motherfuckers live in a Disneyland fairy tale where they think that, oh, like no. Like these niggas are damn near 50 years old and all that, and you would think that they would wake up to this shit by now, but nope. These OG motherfuckers don't want to listen. They don't want to. These OG motherfuckers just want us to tell us stuff like that just to make us feel less bad about it. Like,
oh, it's okay to be a virgin. It's okay to be a square.
no, the fuck it isn't. How the fuck is it okay to be a virgin and it's okay to be a square? Look at the way people treat you for being a virgin and a square. Nigga, you will get bullied. Niggas get bullied and picked on by men and women, and especially women, for being a virgin and being a square. Like, I'm sick. Oh, a square has to wait a whole lifetime to get some pussy, but yet all these other niggas can get pussy easily, and they don't have to work for it. They can do less than bare minimum to get it. In reality, the bad guy wins. The piece of shit bully wins. The mob boss wins. The evil president wins. The supervillain wins. And then in reality, the good guy with good intentions and the good heart, in reality, in the real adult world, he doesn't get shit. He doesn't get nothing. All he gets is used, abused, overworked, underpaid, no pussy, blatant disrespect, underestimated, talked about in a negative way, people leeching off of them, talking to them disrespectfully, and being treated like they don't exist. And this is why some good guys turn cold, because they get sick of that shit. Some people like, especially people like me, and people like me, like the good guy, we had to face the cold hard reality about being the good guy. The good guy doesn't win in real life. The bad guy wins in real life. And then you have these dumbass OGs or these older men and older women who want to
just be good. Just be yourself.
But what do you get for being yourself? You don't get nothing. You don't get nothing for being the good guy around women. The good guy doesn't get the girl in reality. The bad guy gets the girl in real life. Like, how come every single time you go on social media, you go under like these ex-convicts, these gangsters, these thugs, these pimps? And how come every time you go in their comment section, they have hella females and they have hella female and positive reinforcement in their comment section? But then when you go to like when you go on like a good person's YouTube channel, or when you go on someone else's comment section, or if you go on like, let's say like there's like, you're not like, you don't live that life and all that, then when you make a video, you don't get no ass from no girls, and you're in your comment section, you don't get anything. All you get is ignored by them. It's crazy how women say that they don't like negativity, but then women are drawn to negativity at the same time. The only time women don't like negativity is if it's not exciting. They don't get an adrenaline rush off of it, or they don't get no kind of rush or excitement out of the negativity. That's when women hate negativity. When the negativity when they don't get the profit or benefit off of the negativity. Women only hate negativity if it's boring, if it's not thrilling or exciting at all. And in a woman's eyes, the bad guy is the good guy, and the good guy is the bad guy. And then when it comes down to it, like there's this, I think when it comes to like these thugs and these bad guys or whatever, they have like some kind of like psychology glitch that they can use to get these females and all that. Cause it's like women, they can pick up on certain things. Women are more like, when it comes down to it, like, I'm not really too deep into consciousness and spirituality, but then it's like women are a whole lot more conscious and a whole lot more spiritual. And they're a whole lot better at picking up on like energy, picking up on like vibes and behavior and just like intuition and shit. But women have no intuition when they're around these Chad and Tyrone niggas that they bitch and cry and complain about. But then let them get around a decent nigga. Let them get around a decent person. And now these women want to act all stuck up and weird and want to have their guard up and act like you're the bad guy and act like you're the problem, and then treat you like you're like there's something wrong with you, and treat you like you're the problem. Then it's like these bad guys are the fucking problem. Them niggas that you keep sucking, fucking, and swallowing are the fucking problem. And I don't get how we live in the biggest slut, whore, thought, and bimbo generation of all time, but then there's hella virgins walking around getting little to no pussy. But with all these thoughts and all these sluts and hoes and bimbos walking around.
and not all women are like that, but a large and a vast majority of women are like that. And then when they're 40 or when they're older, now they want to settle down, and now you're supposed to come play Captain Save a Hoe and pick up her slack and deal with her bullshit because you're the man and all that. And oh, a man has to provide for a woman and be a servant to a woman because of what some dumbass Bible or what some dumbass book said. But then wait, hold on. But didn't the Bible say that? But didn't the Bible say that women are supposed to serve men? Didn't the Bible say women are? Oh yeah, and also this too. Being traditional and untraditional. So, because to be honest, like you see all these traditional people and they're not really living the life that they want to live. Their life sucks. So, and you think about it, a lot of people are really living for other people's approval and expectations. They're not really living for themselves, but they're living a traditional life. And then on the other hand, you see people living untraditionally, and you know what? Okay, all right, you know what? Maybe some of the stuff that they do isn't exactly morally justifiable, but at least they're happy. At least they're successful. At least they're at where they want to be at in life. At least they're genuinely happy. At least they're genuinely confident. At least they're healthy. Like fuck being traditional. It's crazy how, if a man isn't traditional, then society will have a problem with it. But if women are untraditional, then society doesn't give a fuck. I mean, obviously you will have some people out there who will look at women in a negative way for not being traditional and all that shit, and then you even have people like bitching and crying and complaining about how things aren't traditional anymore and how things aren't the way they used to be anymore. And I mean, even I'm complaining about that. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I feel old, and I'm about to be 25. Cause I don't know, things just aren't the same as they used to be back when I was like growing up and all that. Like as a kid, as a teenager and all that. It just, I don't know. Stuff just doesn't feel the same no more. It's crazy how people are like in their mid to late 20s or early 30s and they're talking about unk status. Like what? Like I don't get it. And then I don't know how there's women in their 40s, their 50s, their 60s, and their 70s, and they're still very pretty. They're still very beautiful. They're still very attractive and fine as hell. Like ladies. I mean, y'all don't want to. I mean, I know y'all don't like me anyway. Y'all don't give a fuck about me. Y'all don't want to watch my ugly ass talk on here. But if y'all ever get a chance, can y'all go in the comment section and tell me how y'all so beautiful in y'all 40s and 50s and 60s? Like, I'm not even being a simp. I'm not trying to be a simp or some beta male cuck simp ass nigga. But y'all bad as fuck. Y'all pretty as hell in y'all 40s and in your 50s. I don't know how you're doing it and pulling it off, but keep doing it. And then I don't know. I'm sick and tired of this shit. Fucking swear. And then and I don't even know. And then I've been talking for almost about an hour. I'm gonna talk for a few more minutes and I'm gonna end this shit. But then it's like when it comes to life, the world is a playground for women. Well, the world is prison and the world is a prison and a full-time job for a man. For anyone who's watching or listening to this video, I want you to think about two birds in a cage. One bird is a male and the other one is a female. If the female flies out of her cage, nothing happens to her. The female, she can spread her wings or her legs and be free. But let a man try to fly out the cage. Let a man want to be free, and he'll get in trouble for it. People will have a problem with a man wanting to be free. It's like this world was made for women. This world wasn't made for men. But then men also built the world that women live in. But then you have women. But then you have women who want to. But then you have not all women. But let's say a certain percentage. I can't give you an exact number, but they want to bash men and talk about them. Like, no. Like, no, like, think about it. Why do women always walk around? How come every time you see women walking around, they're all happy, they're all bubbly, they're all giggly, they're all energetic and positive, and have all this personality? Some women are even actually funny. Some women are actually funny and cool and very like fun to be around. But men aren't really that fun to be around because like life is hell for a man. Life is prison for a man. And then you have these old motherfuckers who've been suffering. And you have these OGs and most men who've been suffering and struggling for a vast majority of their lives, who want to justify it and try to say, "Oh, you're just being negative. Oh, you're just complaining," or whatever bullshit that these motherfuckers got to say. But when women are living like kings, while men are living like or living like pawns. Then you even have simp ass niggas who are simping for these females. So not only do women get to live and be free just because of their gender, they get to live life to the fullest extent. It's crazy how women, especially these attractive and like these fine, attractive ass women get to you're basically getting paid to exist. Like, you know how fucking attractive you gotta like, you're getting paid for existing. But then it's like a large and vast majority of people gotta pay to exist. Most people have to pay to exist, but very, very attractive women or women who are just attractive in general are low-key getting paid just for their existence. That's fucking crazy. And I don't know. I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I don't know why, but I'm gonna give y'all a list of some of my celebrity crushes. Zara Elise, Lorraine Ward. I am Sarah Gold on Instagram. I am SaraGold. I am Sarah Gold. Trying to think. There's this chick on Instagram named Frankie Forrest. With her fine ass, she's fine as fuck too. I don't know where I'm going with all. I don't know where I was going with all that, but yeah. Those are some fine ass attractive female crushes that I have. Like I'm never. Oh, and then this is one, this is one organic Charlene, bro. Dude, organic Charlene, bro. I'm not even simping, bro, but she's so fucking fine. Like, bro, how are you 40 and you still can pull it off? Like, that's crazy. It's crazy how older women can still pull it off and they're still bad as fucking fine as hell. And there's older women who can still do OnlyFans and can still do. And it's very crazy how an attractive woman, how attractive people can hardly yet do the bare minimum, and yet they get to make more money and they get to live and do better than a working man. Like, you literally see people out here who aren't working and they're making twice as much money and they're living better and doing better than the working man. Like, I just don't get what the point of having a job is if you're still gonna be labeled as poor or homeless. Like, that's why it's called the working poor and the working homeless. And that actually makes me kind of sad. That actually breaks my heart that people got to get up every single day and people got to live like this. And I'm not gonna sit. And I've worked my fair share of jobs too. And I'm sitting right here broke as hell with nothing too. And then people want to be like, "Oh, you're a grown ass adult." But what about the grown ass? What about all the grown ass adults? What about all the managers and bosses who sit, stand, walk, and lounge around all day and get to leech and eat off everybody else's work, though? But no one's ever going to call them out, though. But everyone's going to bitch and cry and complain about the people who are fed up and the people who are against it, just like their dumbasses are. Dumb fucks. And then it's like, and then when women say they want a working man, they don't want a working man. They want an attractive, or they want a handsome, or they want a Chad and Tyrone working man. When women say they want some kind of person, that person has to be attractive. When women say they like black guys, when women say that they want black guys, they only want certain kinds of black guys. When they say they want white guys, they only want certain kinds of white guys. When women say I like Asian guys, they like only certain kinds of Asian guys. When women say they like Jewish guys, they only like certain kinds of Jewish guys. When women say they like any kind of race or any kind of ethnicity of men, they only want certain kinds of men from that race or ethnicity. And that's facts. And then it's very crazy how some men gotta go to, and then I don't get how some men gotta go to the gym and they gotta get in super good shape and they gotta have a 6-pack and they gotta look like a fucking Abercrombie and Fitch catalog model. But then you have niggas out here who have average or below average looking bodies and they can still get a woman, they can still get some pussy, and they can still get some sex. I don't understand that. And then when it comes to love, sex, and attraction, love and sex, attraction, it's mainly attractiveness. If you're not attractive, you're not getting no love and no sex. No matter what career, I can't talk. No matter what trade you get, no matter what career you get, no matter what job you get, if you're not attractive and she doesn't like you, she is not going to want your ass. No trade, no career, or no kind of job can change how attractive you are or aren't. If you're not attractive, then you're not attractive. You can't force attractiveness. Like if Elijah Burks gets a brand new pair of Jordans, gets some designer, or gets any kind of materialistic worldly possession, he's still not gonna get any bitches. He's not gonna get any buns or no hoes or no women. He's not gonna get shit. He's not gonna get anything. And people want to say that it's a confidence thing. But I don't get how women can treat a vast majority of men like they're invisible or treat them like they don't exist and reject, ignore, and ostracize these niggas. And women expect men to have all this fucking confidence and have all this courage to talk to them. Like you really have women out here talking about, oh, why don't men approach women no more? Because you treat a vast majority of men like shit. You only treat the only time women and when women say that they're mad that men don't approach them or don't want nothing to do with them, the men that they want, the men that they're chasing after don't want nothing to do with them. I feel like this was a very bad way to end my video and end my rant, but I said pretty much everything I needed to say in this video. If anyone has anything to say in the comment section, then fuck it, go ahead. Peace out.